Hi, everybody. I'm Arwyn.
And I'm Arwyn. No, wait. This is Dylan. I'm also Dylan. To be determined, but it's Larabar Club.
It is Larabar
We know that much at least. And we are like 6 days out from the most intense event of the entire year, the release of Pokemon Sword. No, just kidding.
I feel like neither of the events we're about to talk about are actually the most intense events, but we're gonna be writing a novel. Or trying to.
Because it's Nanowrimo. That's how you pronounce it officially.
Officially.
It's fine.
Ignore the actual official people. That's how we pronounce it
Useless.
here at Larabar Club.
So, we are both going to be doing Nanowrimo for me the second time and Arwyn like the 8th time or something.
Yeah, no, like 4th or 5th. I don't know.
And this is basically just a brief check-in video to see how we're preparing, how we're handling it mentally. Yes. And would love to hear from you guys about how you are handling it. Have you lit your house on fire yet? Are you running around the streets naked, covered in sticks and like dirt that you mixed in your backyard? Or is that
just you?
Just my technique.
Just you. Okay.
I highly recommend it.
So, for those who don't know what Nanowrimo/Nanowrimo is, it is the national, we have to say it, you know, someone might stumble and be upon this and be like, what is this thing?
No, it's to use the wrong pronunciation.
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Right,
Nanowrimo, from here on out, it's going to be Nanowrimo. It's National Novel Writing Month. For the month of November, people across the country, I don't know if it's international. It is,
yeah.
Okay. Try to write a novel in a month. And people are always like, what do you get? And you get nothing except for the knowledge in your soul that you did it.
It's the greatest gift of all, except for Pokemon Sword and Shield releasing November 15th.
So Dylan's actually not going to write anything because he's going to be playing Pokemon the whole month of November. And so it's like more for the community. At least that's like why I do it.
Yeah.
It's you set up goals. They have write-ins. So those are events you like physically go and like meet other writers and like write stuff. And then hopefully you win. Spoiler / full transparency. I've never won.
Well, it's like it's not an arbitrary goal. It's 50,000 words.
Yes.
Is the goal, which of course amounts to something like 6.5 pages a day or something like that. It's like 1,300 words a day.
So I'm a rebel. And
I mean, the point, like, you know, I don't know, like, winning I don't think is necessarily, like, the most important thing. Things like, it can be a good exercise. The idea is to create a first draft of something. So they recommend that you start working on something brand new, which I think is a useful exercise. Because if you just get something out there and having this constraint and having the community support and the write-ins and this sort of incentive at the end is, you know, it's a good motivator to just get the stuff out there. Because you have to produce a shitty first draft. Like, that's the first step in creating anything, really.
And the point of Nano is to kind of remove that barrier of, I have to write everything perfectly. It's kind of just like, you just need to write, and you get rewarded for writing X amount of words. And it doesn't even have to be a good 50,000 words. Like, I know people that write, like, absolute nonsense by the end, and they're self-admittedly doing that. And that's just, like, them getting all the words out.
Right.
Everything I have started at Nano, I have finished by the next Nano. And it's always been really helpful for me to jumpstart things. Because I struggle with, like, beginning projects. Like, once I'm in it, I, like, finish it. But for me, it's, like, that initial step of, like, actually writing the first, like, 20,000 words. I usually cap out around 30,000 for Nano, but
which is still fine, though.
Like, it's a great stepping stone to be able to actually finish the project. And I have finished numerous projects this way that are now just sitting in my drawer. If you're an agent and you want to represent my book, hit me up.
Do it.
It's a great book. Books. Right. There's a lot of them. Anyways.
So, that being said, what are some of the steps you do to prepare yourself for the onslaught of November?
Okay, so I'm
1.
a plotter. So I know there's 2 different types. We've actually made a movie about this. Or video. Yeah, we did.
No.
We've 100% done. Whatever. Anyways. Where I plot everything out. So I have an outline. I am almost done with it. So this year I'm doing, like, episodes in a series. So it will be the length of a novel, but the style is that it's like an episode that I'm going to be releasing monthly on my Patreon. So I have 8 of those episodes like mapped out of 12 because it's a year-long thing.
Right.
And then today, actually, I'm going to a nano plotting event in Brunswick. Yeah, you're gonna be working, so but you should come. Just forget
Just
work.
quit,
It's
yeah.
fine. Just like quit your job and go.
It's fine.
And basically that's before Nano. Everyone's gonna meet up and plot and commiserate and stuff. So
Plot and commiserate.
And
commit crimes.
Yes.
Excellent. All about that.
And I hope to finish my mapping.
All right. So one, have some kind of mapping in place, some kind of template from which
If you want to
write.
Some people don't. My friend who's won every year doesn't.
Has she continued those works?
I don't know.
Because that's the point. I don't know. I think it depends. I guess it depends on what your mindset is approaching Nanowrimo. Is do you want this to be a jumping off place for something that you'll continue, or is it just a fun thing to do? If it's just a fun thing to
Both
do,
are valid.
What's wrong with you? But this is the difference.
Dylan's just in it for the money because we all know writers make so much money.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm just almost gonna be ridiculous.
You're gonna JK rolling your way out of Waterfall Club.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, so one way to do it is to make sure you have your plan in place before November 1st, because you want to be able to hit the ground running. I know the years that I do like exceptionally badly was the year I only had like half of my outline done.
Because you're making it up as you go. No?
Yeah, and then I like hit the wall, and I hadn't. So like part of my process of outlining is I figure out plot holes when I'm outlining.
Yeah.
So when you only have half of your outline done, like the plot holes are big, and so I have like 40,000 words that I'm not really ever gonna do anything with, which is fine.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
But okay, so I guess the idea is either decide that you're going to do an outline and get it done, or decide that you're not going to. Either is fine. What else we got? Step 2.
Snackies.
You gotta get snacks.
Yes.
Delicious vegan snacks.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat beef jerky, unsubscribe right now. It's
Dylan,
fine.
you can't say that. We accept all snack eaters here.
All right. So, self-care, I think, is rolled into that. Be sure to have
snackies are the only self-care we need.
Hydration, just basically be easy on yourself. Don't worry about it. Like, have some delicious
at the end of the
things.
day, it's just fun. Like, I think people get really hyped up about it, and they're just like, I have to write 50,000 words or I'm a failure or like something, and that's like silly. Like, don't.
Eat some
cookies.
This
is fun. Just eat cookies.
Take a nap. It's fine.
Naps are great. Make sure you stay hydrated. I like to stock up on fancy tea because that's always good. I have too much fancy tea, so I will not be doing that this year, but I'm making a conscious effort to drink my fancy tea now. And also what's good for me is I can clear out a writing space. I try to have a writing space anyways, but life happens and things get messy. So I try to clean my desk and kind of be meals on my desk for the next month.
Right. And you sort of make it a creative space for you to put some pictures up, things that inspire you, things that are influencing your work, some candles, sort of just make a special space.
Sacrifice.
You want to sacrifice.
Ex-boyfriend you don't like.
Ideally, multiple if you can. The more ex-boyfriends you sacrifice, the greater
your writing will be.
The manifest power of your writing is going to be.
And just remember, virgin blood just means blood that hasn't been used before.
Exactly.
They don't have to be virgin.
Because they hose. It's fine. It's fine.
Anyways, candles, and art. I know for me, art is a huge inspiration, and my desk is covered in artwork. I think I single-handedly fund the fan art print business.
Which is fine. Whatever you need to do. Third thing I would say is, in advance, connect with writers in your community if that's something you want to do, which I do recommend that you do because it's easier when you have a community and you have people that are going through the same thing.
There's Facebook groups and then there's also the official webpage.
The webpage also has a lot of other tips on how to do this. Ours are obviously better, but if you want to go and look at some substandard ones by the official organization, feel free. We'll put the link in the description. Yeah, seriously. What?
Who are they?
It's novel writing month? No, it's novel reading month. Nanowrimo, okay?
Novel reading month. Yeet that novel.
You better yeet that novel out. That's what we're going to be writing about. Both of our novels are going to be entirely written in meme and text speak.
Yeah.
Absolutely incomprehensible. But
how I talk, all the time.
Yeah. But well over 50,000 words, so we will be winners. Therefore,
I know, this year I want to win. This year I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I go between just having it be my thing that I never win,
right,
and then actually wanting to win a Nano. It's
an Oscar for Best Actor for me, for instance, Always in contention.
Exactly.
Never, can't ever get across the finish line. Academy.
Are you Leonardo DiCaprio?
Who's that?
Okay.
Some kind of hack, probably. All right. Closing thoughts, additional tips.
I think have fun. I think sometimes people lose
Yeah.
that perspective and they get so stressed out about their word count that like ultimately this is about connecting with other writers,
Yeah.
which we don't do
Well,
as writers. Kind of getting out in the community. And some of the people I've met at Nano, like I've continued friendships throughout the year, and that's kind of ideal. And then it's always fun to do like LARP field trips to write-ins.
Yeah, absolutely. So make a plan or decide that you don't want one. Don't sit in contention between the two. Just pull the trigger. It's fine. 2, self-care, snacks, writing area. Take care of all these things before you actually start so you don't have anything else on your plate except to just sit down, put your head down, and just like crank stuff out. 3 is connect with other writers in your community ahead of time via the Facebook group, go to write-ins, the official page. And 4 is have fun.
Yeah.
And 5 is vote for Dylan for Best Actor. And
What movie have you been in?
which movie haven't I been in, Arwyn? It's fine. The Saga of Larvar Club.
Yeah, YouTube's up for Oscars. That's definitely a thing.
One can dream.
One can dream.
And that.
Do you have anything? I feel like.
No, I think I agree with all this.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I think just get a nice pen for yourself. I just got a fountain pen. We talked about this in the other video too, where it's just like generating writing because that's really what it is. Don't edit at all during the whole month.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's another one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't edit.
Don't edit. It's just about just have fun, be crazy, put whatever. If it sounds outlandish, put it down. You know, the more outlandish, the better. Like this is not the time for restraint. I would say.
Yeah.
It's a time for going crazy.
Going crazy.
Get some mud, smear it on yourself, run in the street. You know, just standard writer things.
Yeah, that's definitely everything I do.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let us know if you have any tips, you want to see any, what kind of videos you want to see during NaNoWrimo will become increasingly crazy, so they might be more interesting or incomprehensible. It's, it's really a gamble. It's really fun.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
But we will be doing NaNoWrimo ones and then our December reading video. We're going to be reading a cold, chilly Russian classic and doing videos. It's going to be great. So
Goodbye forever.
Bye.